Hello everyone. Uh, I would say a long time no recording, but obviously it's only been about 6 days, maybe 7. I hate that those actually are the numbers that are in my head, but you know. You may be wondering, why are you 2 blocks tall? You know, you have the ability to be oh so tiny, and you are now not oh so tiny. And truth is, I did a little something, right? If you look over here, right? I have a beautiful machine. I did a little TEMU shopping, and I've managed to get my hands on a time and space machine. It was only like £5 because TEMU is kind of good for that. It's got some warnings in it. I'm sure it's fine. I'm gonna use it in a second. First I need to think, is there anything new? I mean, I guess these wings are new. Lucky wings. Kindly gifted to me by Midnight the Falf. Joy is to know that much. I've just realised how low down the eyes are on this Pinkie Pie skin. God damn. Anyways, what was I doing? Oh yeah. It's time to use this time machine, don't you think? Well, time and space machine, but I'm sure that will not bite me in the arse at all. Realistically, I don't know what I plan on doing. This is clearly powered by a Samsung battery, so I need to be a little bit careful, but I guess I also won't question the fact that it's made out of leaves. But, you know, it's gonna work, so it's fine. And I plan on using this to actually go back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu. Or something along those lines. I'll figure it out when I get there, basically. But, I guess... Woohoo, I can't wait for this to activate. And what do you know, it's not activating. It's almost like it needs a power source. That's clearly why this isn't working, you know? Not the fact that it's from TEMU. Alright, let's see. Blocks of redstone, just what we need. I cannot see what I'm holding though. There you go. Right. Let's see. Where would we power this? Obviously there's a Samsung battery, but you gotta charge your Samsung batteries. How else are you gonna have them explode on the plane? You know what, actually, I'm sure putting them inside will... Perfect, man. Nothing can go wrong now. And now we just gotta sit and wait. I cannot wait at all. I'm so excited. You know what? Fuck TEMU. This didn't work. It's almost like I can't be bothered to edit all of that to make it work. That would have been awesome though, don't you guys agree? Anyways, what do I need to do now? I need to think of generally just something to do. I don't know. Goodness, I probably should have planned more than just the funny little time machine gag that was going to take a whopping like 30 seconds to pull off. I don't even remember what I did in my last video. Did I show my shop? I can show it again. I don't know how progressed it was. I think maybe this might be new, maybe. And even then, it's empty and it's not even meant to be the full building. This is eventually... Sorry about that. Goodness. Acid reflux. Anyways. What was I saying? Yeah, this is eventually going to be... I guess a kind of train station. It'll be kind of an ice boat thing? I don't know, man. Man, am I tired. I could go to bed right now, and I'd love it. Oh, and actually, recently I've been having a problem, right, where I'm boiling alive in my room, and I'm thinking, why am I boiling alive? Like, it's still generally kind of cold outside. Has the weather really changed that much? Turns out, the little knob on my room's radiator has literally exploded. Like, the plastic is just straight cracked through the middle. And so now my radiator keeps like turning on at like the set times to like the I think the accommodation says they do it to 22 degrees. 22 degrees is too much. 22 degrees is too warm for the summer. That's when I have fans on and open windows. Why do you have it like that at all times? There is no one in the world who actively sits at 22 degrees and thinks, wow, this sure is a lovely temperature that I'm comfortable with. Is it comfortable or comfortable? Who knows? I should know. I kind of speak the language. English, that is, if you didn't know. Why is there a parrot? Probably a natural one, actually. Believe it or not, this used to be a jungle. Well, a tiny jungle, I guess. Oh yeah, I kept this because it's awesome. Just floating vines. Don't know what it actually... You know, I don't know why it's like that, but it just is like that. And sometimes you don't have to question things in life, you just have to go with them. Actually, you know what? I could have honestly already shown that. This is the thing, I'm losing track of what it shows. I probably should plan these more, maybe do something else with my life. Or I could just be... You know, I could just continue my life of being a lazy chud on Petal SMP. Goodness, what a great idea. Actually, you know what? Fuck this, I'm showing you guys some good old Daisy gameplay. I don't think I've shown off my Daisy base at all. And if I did, then I have severe memory loss because, yeah. So let's see, I can hit the old clam fly here. Hopefully no one says hi. Luckily, I don't think too many people care for me on here. Yeah. To be honest, if I did the whole time machine gag properly, I would have built a replica of the thing here and did a whole thing of like, wow, it brought me to Daisy, but I'm too lazy to do that. These videos have minimal effort as it is. If you think I'm going to put that much effort into editing, you're crazy. The only times I think I'll ever go crazy on editing is when I'm ill, and then therefore I'm constantly like sputtering and coughing. Coughing? No, that's not even... Oh my goodness, just kill me. It's not even a word is what I was trying to say. And I still can't. I'm fuming. I'm not fuming. Eventually I hopefully will have permission to build an old Booth's clam because... Actually, you know what, I'll just start with... I need to be proper here. Let's clam fly again so I can get a good view. This is my wonderful abode on this server, I guess. I don't know, I'm quite chuffed with it. It's not exactly extravagant, and at the end of the day it kind of is just a box house with a couple extra beams and an overhanging roof, but it's home, and that's what matters. You know, got my barely organised storage down here. In here we have a sugarcane plantation, I guess. I can go down here. My pumpkin farm. If you wonder what these are, by the way, they're frog lights. My shaders just really do not like frog lights. Frog lights? Kill me. Frog lights. Anyway. Yep, as you can tell, that's bees. I shouldn't be saying this. You can see a beehive and be like, yep, that's definitely a bee hive. This is my skeleton farm, which that is the entire storage that I have for it. It filled a long time ago. It just sits filling the entity cap now. So now if we go up instead, I can take you to my also undecorated... I guess technically this is like the ground floor. A bit below is like kind of a cellar, I guess. This is a cutie axe, I guess, that I bought. I think it's neat. Yeah, I'm not typing nether. What was I doing? You know, actually, F1 would probably be better, won't it? Obviously this takes you outside. It is a front door after all. Or we can go up here. As you can tell by the fact that one of the ladders is missing, I've not tried. not in the slightest have I tried here. God damn. Bed not even up against the wall. It's atrocious. Let's see. I got my little carrot patch, I guess. It used to be wheat, but I think I swapped it to carrots for No clue actually. I genuinely don't know why. There probably was a reason. Maybe I needed to eat golden carrots for a quest, and I thought the easiest way to do that would be to grow carrots and then turn them into golden carrots by crafting them. Which, you know, obviously I could have just bought them. Or even then just... I'm pretty sure I had some lying around anyways. Let's see. I mean, I think you can see the theme here. It's just fields and pens. This, yeah, it looks ugly. The sheep are getting moved at some point. This will be more, well, a bit bigger of a wheat field, and then probably a more clearer gap between the, what's it called? The fence, the gate, the wall, the whatever. Oh, this is what I'm quite chuffed of. I built this yesterday. It's just a custom oak tree. I think it's quite pretty. It's not perfect at the end of the day, but for what it is, there's a little centerpiece to my weird triangular path that eventually would continue there, but obviously, as you know, can't build in that claim as of right now. Honestly, that's kind of all I've ever done on this server. It's kind of dire. Has anyone needed me? No, why would anyone need me? Who am I kidding? Right, what else is there? I guess there is my weird copper golem army. Oh, why my shaders tweaking out? Stop. Right, hopefully you can read that enough. There was a whole storyline with the copper golems. It was actually quite fun. Yes, sir. Yeah, look how inclusive they are here. Goodness. And these are just heads of random people that I don't know. I usually just collect pretty heads. I don't know if I've showed it, but it mainly started on Petal. I have a shulker full of pretty heads that I plan on using for a build a long way down the line, because as you know, I'm lazy as shit. I cannot be bothered to do anything for the life of me. But I don't know, I guess it just continued on to here even though I have no use for them here. Oh, actually, there's technically two more. But yeah, there was a whole storyline that, obviously, this is me and Bree, I guess, over a fishing rod, but originally there was a whole thing where there was like a bunch of copper golems came to like invade or whatever. Honestly, I can't really remember much. I think it was either set up by Ren or Booth. It's hard to know or remember. Obviously, I have Ren's head. I don't know how the hell I got that. Maybe it got left. You know, this is the thing. I've been on this server since December, but barely played. So, when it comes to actually remembering what I was doing or how things happened, I haven't a clue. Things just happen, you know? Oh yeah, and I have my complaints box, which for some reason my shaders hate right now, even though they've never had this problem before. How annoying. Oh, luckily I have no complaints, but I did have one message. I have nothing to complain about from Rick, which I believe was my first contact, technically, with a member of staff on these servers. Absolutely huge, you know. Because I don't know, it's just neat when you get recognised. And I didn't even know Rick was staff at the time. Obviously, I just thought, oh cool, there's just some random guy called Rick wandering around. I remember recently, I'm trying to think, whose head was I riding on? I think it was Penguin Z's head. Maybe. That sounds right. Yeah, I think it was their head. And, you know, they kind of flew roughly over this place. No, it might have been... I think I've flown over this place multiple times while on someone, but generally it's one of those things where I usually get told that... Oh, no, hang on, I think it might have been actually Silly or Risa. It's really hard to remember. Maybe it wasn't either of them. Who knows? I just know one of them at least said that they'd kind of seen this house before and been over it multiple times without knowing about its relation to me, which I think is just cool. You know, it blends in nicely with the environment. Who's to care for it? And I think that's another good thing, is I was next to Booth's place and there was never any conflict, there was never nothing wrong. I do have another neighbour over here. Oh, I'm gonna get hit with slow fall. No, I'm not, because I'm awesome. Look at me go. Anyway, yeah, I have this I never figured out what was going on here. The chicken shaman. I think I checked when they were last online, like yesterday or something, and it had been a good bit. I don't think they're coming back. There is also an ice road to this base over here, which this is one of those things where it was actually quite an impressive place to see. I mean, look at the use of colours here. That gradient, I aspire to do things like that. God damn. But yeah, generally it's just there's so many cool builds around, and I just feel like some little tadpole in a pond full of frogs, you know? I mean, look at this. It's magnificent. They got sniffer pens and everything. It's like I don't want to say a zoo. It feels more like a nature sanctuary, but maybe it is a zoo. Who might I know? I just think there's so much lovely stuff going on in this server, but I mean this in the nicest way. Playing on this server, or at least... Hello? Hello? Was it you? Bob? Okay. Anyway, what was I even saying? Oh yeah, as I was saying. Playing on this server, at least where I live on the server, where I'm basically surrounded by people who seemingly have lived their life and finished. Obviously and actually I can quickly check. When was scene cool dog 0? 17 days. I'm surrounded by people with fully built areas, and there is also someone else. But yeah, I'm surrounded by people with fully done areas, and they're gone from the game, you know, they don't play anymore, which pretty sad, you know. And it does make it feel like I'm playing in a server past its prime, which I know isn't true. I mean, look at I'm assuming this is off-peak hours, because, you know, I've seen it go as high as like 150 quite often. You know, look how many people with ranks there are. There's not too many new people on, but they tend to come in waves, if anything, so it's about what you expect. I don't know, there's just so much. I just wish that maybe I chose a different place to live. But even then, if I chose a different place to live, who's to say anything would have played out the same? Every little thing. Obviously, I know not everyone is the same kind of supporter of the butterfly effect, but come on, if I didn't live there, I wouldn't have interacted with the people that I interacted with, and then that, you know, maybe I wouldn't have gone as attached to the server, and then who's to say I wouldn't have went on, you know, who's to say I would have went on Petal and then got to know people on there. So much stuff happens, you know. Oh, that's a thing. I know you probably don't want me to sit here and keep typing commands in the chat, but I want to see when this person was last on. Slash scene expect. Oh goodness, I cannot type quick for the life of me. 10 days. Cool. Is there a single person within 8,000 yards of me that hasn't just quit the server? I mean, okay, I can be cheeky here. Hang on. Don't ban me. Hang on. Because clearly this is unclaimed. I may be technically griefing here, alright. But I'm replacing it, so it's fine. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Oh, that's cool. They have little plushies and stuff. This is the thing, you know, they have all these fleshed out areas, enchantment table, and then they've left. And I wonder what caused them to leave. I mean, clearly they didn't even finish their floor here, so that's telling me something. Honestly, I expected a bigger home under here. But, you know, I shouldn't be breaking into these places in the first place. Is anyone even... Oh, well, fuck me, I guess. Right. as I was checking, is there anyone online that I majorly care for on here? Let's see. I mean, there are definitely people I recognize the name of, but that's all I can say, because I hope I'm not like looking at someone's name that I actually like consider quite like decent or whatever, that I'm just not clicking that I somewhat know or whatever, and then I'm gonna feel bad in post. Why is this not bone meal? There you go. You know what, yeah, that's enough of this server. Back to good old Petal. Oh, this is actually a good test. Let's see how many people welcome me back. I hope it's at least 15. I'm taking a piss, obviously. I don't think there's ever been 15 people on at once who even care enough about me. Sadly, a lot of the people I care about on this server are spread apart, and so if I want to sleep at any point during my day, that's it. You know, I miss out on seeing some people. I mean, quite a big fan of seeing, I'm trying to think of the names of some people. It's Mads, Mommy Soy, and a couple others that I'm kind of annoyed that I'm not thinking of right now, and it's really annoying me. But yeah, basically, recently I've been going to bed like a little bit earlier. Been feeling quite tired and fatigued for some reason, something I need to work on. But yeah, if I go to sleep at a reasonable time, I don't see them or really talk to them. I woke up at 6 o'clock this morning, came on the server, you know, did like /scene Mommy Soy, and it was like 3 hours since they'd logged off. So, you know, I would have had to been up at 3 a.m, which normally isn't actually too bad. But hey, I need to keep a tiny semblance of normalcy, I guess. Oh my god, my radiator is killing me. I am, after I record this, I'm gonna have to actually just get dressed, plod down to the accommodation office and complain about that. But that means I also need to kind of tidy my room a bit. You don't want to have people come into a pigsty now. I wouldn't even say it's that much of a pigsty. I just need to like pick up some stuff off the floor really. But hey, my mother didn't raise no slob. No. I'd argue I can be a bit of a slob, but I don't let other people see the slobbishness, and that's what separates me. Hopefully that resonates with someone out there. Shout out to all the failures. God, I'm funny. Right. Now what do I do with my life? I've sat here walking around in circles. I went on a whole ass different server, and now I'm back in my shop. Nothing to do. There's like 5 people online. I'm boiling alive. Let's see. Let's head on back home. I think I could have just /homed. I don't know why I'm doing. Shut up, CXLVX. Is that how you pronounce that? Calvex, maybe? Cuxel. No, hang on. I'll figure this out. Let's see. Cuxelvex, maybe. But I know X can sometimes be a Z, so maybe it's like Cuzelvex, but then it also could be Cuzelvez. This is what happens when you run out of shit to say, quite frankly. You know what? Why not give it one last try? Let's go back to our beloved time space machine doodad. What's it? Maybe the battery just needed time to charge. So, you know, this time I don't care where I go or when I go. Fuck it. Yeah, oh yeah. I can't wait. This is about to be awesome. Well, what the fuck? How the hell am I here, huh? I thought this place was long gone. I was never gonna see this world again. That's actually a lie. This will return one day when I can be asked. But seriously, I can't build that time machine anymore, and there's no TEMU in this world, so I might be stuck here. Holy shit, that used to be full of wheat. God damn. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, you know what? Actually, I can give like a proper full tour of this world now that I'm here, I guess. Don't know why. This is the stupidest idea I've had for a video yet. God damn. That's actually a lie. I did have a video called Slavery, which obviously slavery ain't so cool. I guess I'll start with this because it's useless. This is my giant sheep, which I was gonna store my sheep in for a sheep farm until I found out that shears don't exist. Oh, now I have shears. Oh no, it's not that shears don't exist, it's the fact that I don't think you can lead animals with wheat in this version. Hang on, I need to choose a better place to start. I guess we'll start with the bar. This was the first room that I made on this world. It is lovely jubbly if I've ever seen one. As you can tell, it's kind of meant to be a bar, I guess. That just takes you back outside, so I guess we'll go in here. Storage room. Goodness, doesn't this look beautiful? I know it does. I'm so awesome. Right. Then, ooh, in here, the changing room. Actually, no. Changing room can wait. We have other floors to do. This is... what is this room? The fuck? Storage 1. I guess that this exists to store like 10 blocks at max. And then this is my bedroom. Doesn't this look nifty? Goodness gracious. Doesn't get better than that, does it? I think it doesn't, at least. But, you know, maybe I'm biased. Well, I definitely am biased, but let me be biased. Anyway, we're going to the changing room, aren't we? As you can tell, this is a lovely changing room. I think... god damn. This... I think is... decor from... I want to say last Halloween, but I don't remember how often I was making these videos. For all I know, this could be Halloween of 2024 decorations sitting around. Anyway, in here, as you can tell by both the signs saying the pool, this is the pool. Doesn't this just look beautiful? And you can probably hear the nether portal, which is snugly down here. It would be 3x3, but they do not exist in this version. Right, let's see, what else is there? This awkward staircase coming out the pool takes you to... well, I do love this building actually, but I might have to fix it because it always breaks whenever I leave. This is basically the emergency station, if I remember correctly. Oh, please tell me it works. Oh, it doesn't. There you go. It's an alarm system for when there's an emergency. I think that's awesome, at least personally. You can turn it off from there, but you can always reactivate it. I was so proud when I came up with that one. God damn. Oh, that's not the turn off button, is it? I want to say I have another button that activates it somewhere, but I can't remember. Anyway, that's the emergency station basically. It's quite simple. Eventually I'm going to do something on the roof there, but I'll get to that another day. Oh yes, this is my graveyard of hate, because I needed a place to let out my frustrations. So we have creepers, HSBC I guess, nighttime, and the Hoenn region. You know, it's nice to look back at what you did in the past and think, what the fuck were you doing, you know? God, you're an ugly shade of brown. Oh, back in my day, that would have sheared you. I don't know why I'm coming out here. This is my wonderful bridge that's diagonal, so it looks a little funny. What else is there? That's cool. Well, actually, do I have a boat on me? Nope. Guess I'm gonna make a boat then, just so I can show this absolutely awesome thing that only works sometimes. So, oh, I do suck at this game, don't I? Alright. Well, as you can see, like, actually, you know what? This is a good time to show off the emergency station in use. So, I guess basically, I should have went any other way, shouldn't I? Gone the waterway's a bit stupid. Oh, there was already a boat here as well. But yeah, the alarm would be gone. You'd get in your boat, and you're kidding, right? How do I get out? Hello? 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 Am I? Okay, we'll go with this boat then, because there you go. This one's not a bit tapped. Sorry to all my tapped people out there. I love you a bit. Right. But yeah, basically, here we go on and like, oh, wee woo, to the rescue to stop whatever possible emergency would happen in this world. I don't know, I'm gonna be honest. And you go, oh, meow. Fuck me, that's a creeper, isn't it? And I do have a system to get you back up. Why is the creeper in the ocean? Why do I hear... No, why you... What is going on? Oh my god. The boat started turning on its own. I hate these old boats. Stop. One wrong move and this boat explodes into a billion pieces. You can do it. Okay, there you go. Please tell me this works. It sometimes does perfectly and then other times it doesn't. No! So close. Come on, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. You know, it's lovely when this actually does work, by the way. Now what am I dying to? How do I get out? How do I get out? Oh my god. Okay, I figured it out, and now I have a boat stuck in my elevator. That is embarrassing that I almost drowned. In my own world, you get used to the old, the new versions of Minecraft, and then you forget the basics of how to even stay alive. Which one was my food chest? There it is. Goodness, so unorganized. Anyways, oh, I get to do my old outro now, don't I? I wish you guys all the best. Thanks for watching another National Sword video. Oh yeah. Patty cake with no hand.